My message to the losers: losers, look in the mirror. No? Well, maybe you should. Sorry. Well, that's my feeling. Losers, look in the mirror, okay? You know.
Bill Maher goes scorched earth on the woke love. Now, Bill Maher had a pretty scathing message for the Democrat Party, and I think it's something that needs a lot of unpacking. Now, Bill Maher says something that, a lot of us had an idea that he would say, but we don't often hear, where Democrats need to take a look in the mirror instead of always blaming outside forces like Elon Musk, the voters, or other isms like racism and sexism, where the party needs to be asking themselves hard questions like, what did we do wrong? But because look, they raised over $1 billion for the campaign for Kamala to only get steamrolled by someone they kept labeling as a buffoon and even convicted felon. So, like, Bill Maher is actually proving here and saying that maybe it's time to step back and ask some real questions. But accountability is not something we see a lot on the left side, okay? And Bill Maher is something that actually proves that. So let's take a listen to what Bill Maher has to say as Bill Maher exposes the left.
Please, we had an election. A lot of you can sit down. So upset this guy is. He's not going to sit again. A lot of people are freaking. You know what? I opened the window today. The sun was still shining. The birds were still singing. My gardener was packing for Mexico. That's different. Hey. I did not vote for the winner. We'll see what the winners do now. They won. Now they have reality they have to deal with. We'll see what they do. See if they live up to their word. Trump says he's going to deport 12 million people. How are you going to get 12 million people back into Mexico? And today Trump said, I'm way ahead of you. Why do you think I left so many holes in the wall? Yeah, so, well, look. You know what? We're going to hear about both tonight on the panel and throughout the whole show, the winners, the losers. My message to the losers: losers, look in the mirror. No? Well, maybe you should. Sorry. Well, that's my feeling. Losers, look in the mirror, okay?
Now, you see, accountability is not something we see a lot on the left side. When you turn on MSNBC and any of the left-leaning media, they'll tell you that Kamala ran a flawless campaign. But the loss was somehow the voters' fault. And imagine that. Even if they believe it's the voters' fault, it is still their job to go with to win an election. I mean, that is not the point of politics, but look, accountability is hard. I get it. And that's what makes Bill Maher and his comments a bit refreshing. So we're going to play this clip for you further, but before we get into that, though, if you enjoy this content and want to support the channel, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and make sure you hit that red subscribe button down below. It's free and it helps us bring you more content every week. Let's get back into this clip.
Yeah. I mean, for months, Democrats have been saying, how is this even close? And they're right, it wasn't. They could not conceive of a second Trump term, but they should have. When does America ever turn down seconds? I mean, come on. Look, this is just the facts. It's just the facts. Trump won all the swings, all 7. I mean, he ran the table. Trump won so big. Today he called the Secretary of State in Georgia, and he asked him to lose him $11,000. But, he has an amazing coalition. He kept the old crowd that likes him. He got a lot of new voters. He got a lot of people who say they just want to see what he'll do. I call this the get the cat high vote. But, I mean, he did better, like, in every demographic. The exit poll said he grabbed 52% of white women. He also got their votes. Yeah. We're going to keep doing jokes here, okay? Right? Both sides, right to the end.
Now, for months, the Democrats have been asking, how was this election even close? Now, they truly couldn't even comprehend how the race could be competitive, let alone, swing in Trump's favor so overwhelmingly. And now Trump didn't just squeak by. He just ran the table, winning all the swing states, as Bill Maher pointed out, where Trump got 52% of the women's vote and stuff. He also other demographics too. And you know what? Winning all the swing states, yet the Democrats just couldn't fathom a reality where people would vote for him again. But here's the thing: Americans have given presidents second chances all throughout history. It's not some new phenomenon. Now, Trump's coalition people is something to pay attention to. Not only did he keep his original supporters, but he also managed to bring in new voters. People who want to see what he'll do next, and people who don't usually vote and stuff. But you could say that they voted for, the wild card factor and the get cat high vote, as Bill Maher jokingly called it. But it's telling how dismissive the Democrats are of the coalition. And Bill Maher actually pointed these things out even before, and Bill Maher still, almost got canceled, where the left hated him even more and stuff, wanted him to be silenced and everything. But it's also telling how dismissive the left is of the coalition. And when if RFK Jr. was, contemplating dropping out, Kamala Harris wouldn't even talk to him. And maybe if RFK would have ultimately joined Trump, but since he did join Trump, he wouldn't risk losing 1% of the polls and stuff in the battleground state. But the left thought, they had it all figured out. But the point is, the left has become so focused on ideology that they've forgotten how to connect with ordinary people, like Bill Maher has often pointed out. And the fact of the matter is that let's be real here. Americans are smarter than they think. Okay, all the identity politics and fear mongering is turning people off. And instead of just sitting down and having rational discussions, like Bill Maher often does, they resort to name calling, comparing Republicans to fascists. And where did they get them? Nowhere. Now, what's even more interesting is that the different strategies that resonate with voters in this election cycle. Some of Trump's ads, which hit hard on illegal immigration, resonated in ways that, even surprised his own team. And honestly, it's not a surprise to most people. Even Bill Maher pointed this out time and time before, because there's the growing perception that Democrats are simply out of touch with reality, and that's the truth. And their ideas sound radical to every American. And, instead of addressing these concerns, the Democrats have the mainstream media doubling down on the rhetoric, reinforcing this crazy image. All right. But the fact of the matter is, Trump is elected again, and Bill Maher's pointing out the obvious things.
And you know what? I think that will be okay with them. We'll test that, but I think it will.
But yeah, other than that, I mean, it's like, think about California. You think the Democrats would be safe there forever, right? But even in liberal LA, where there's people waking up to Proposition 36 pass, making shoplifting a felony again because people were fed up with the crime, where people were just going in, taking everything, and leaving back out, or even busting the store, which led to the closing of several different businesses. People got fed up with that and got tired of it. And Bill Maher, I mean, he's still part of the left and everything. He's still siding with the left, but at the same time, Bill Maher is telling the left and Democrat Party as well, it's time to look yourselves in the mirror. Okay, time to go ahead and change up the whole strategy. Stop putting out there the whole woke ideology, because everybody's sick of it, as you have seen with this past election, where Trump won both the Electoral College and the popular vote. So let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Also, be sure to include any additional thoughts you might have this particular topic. If you enjoyed what I shared in this video, go ahead, smash the like button, and share this video far and wide across social media. And if you haven't already enjoyed all the content that I put out there, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, click the bell notifications, so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Till then, peace.